here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today's video is going to be the cash envelope stuffing for the third paycheck in the month of September. I went over this budget with you guys in my September week 3 budget. I broke down what I was going to be doing with all of my money this week, and now we're going to take the cash, stuff it into the envelopes, and fully prepare for the week. So I need to do the cash envelope breakdown so I can figure out exactly how much money I need to take out of the bank. So I'm going to take all of the categories that we use cash for, our cash envelopes and our sinking funds, and I'm going to transfer all of these categories here over to the cash envelope breakdown page from my Budget My Paycheck workbook, and we're going to write out exactly how much we need and break down the denominations so that I can stuff my envelopes. So I'm using my Eraseable pen from Parkoo. I love these pens so much. They're linked down below for you guys. Not an affiliate link or anything, just the link where you can get them. I highly recommend using an Eraseable pen if you're doing a budget, or a pencil. I myself don't really enjoy using pencils, so I use the Eraseable pen and I love it. This Parkoo brand of Eraseable pen is my favorite. I've tried the friction pens as well from Papermate, I believe. I like these better and they're cheaper, so definitely recommend these. So I'm going to start out by listing out my categories for my envelopes. So we have Austin, we have Eric. Austin is my son, Eric is my husband. Jesse, that's me. Those are for our personal spending categories. We have miscellaneous, eating out, gas, and then we have our sinking funds, campground, and hunting. And next up, we'll list the amounts. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see. So for Austin, we said we were going to take out $20. For my husband, $40. Myself, $40. Miscellaneous is always $50. Eating out is $30. Gas is $40. Campground is $100. And hunting is $50. So I'm going to really quickly add up that amount here. So 20 plus, oh, my screen's a little bit dark. Let me brighten it up so you guys might be able to see there. I think that's better. So we got 20 plus 40 plus 40 plus 50 plus 30 plus 40 plus 100 plus 50 for a total of $370. And now we will do the cash breakdown. So for Austin, I need $20. That's just a $20 bill. For my husband, we need $40. We'll do 2 20s for that. Myself, also do 2 20s. Miscellaneous is $50, so we'll do 2 20s and a 10. Eating out is $30, so we will do a 20 and a 10 for that. For gas, we'll do 2 20s. For campground, we're just going to do a $100 bill, make it easy. And for hunting, we'll do a 50. Alright, so we're not going to take any 1s or 5s. We're going to take 2 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 20s, 150, and 1 100. So this is super easy this week. Oh, you guys can't see, I'm sorry. So we're going to do 2 10s for $20. 10 20s is $200. 150 is $50. And 1 100 is $100. We'll add that up and make sure it adds up to $370. I don't really need my calculator for this, but we'll just go ahead for continuity's sake. 20 plus 200 plus 50 plus 100 is 370. So now I'm just going to transfer that information onto a cash teller sticky note here. These are from the Budget Mom. I bought these from her website and they come in super handy. You can just transfer your cash envelope breakdown onto the little sticky note, take it right to your bank and hand it to the teller, and you're able to get all the cash you need really easily. So we're not taking ones or fives. We're gonna take 2 10s for $20, 10 20s for $200, a 50 is $50, 100 is $100 for a grand total of $370. So I will just take this to the bank, pull out the cash that I need, and I will be back to stuff my cash envelopes. All right, you guys, so I sent my husband to the bank for me, and he was kind enough to pull out the cash that I needed. So I have it all here, and we are ready to stuff our cash envelopes. So he did already take out his $40 for his spending money, so that is not here. So we should have $330. I'm just going to count it up really quick and make sure that's what I have, and then we'll start stuffing some envelopes. So we have 100, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, 310, 320, 330. All right, so I'm gonna set this up here. Let me zoom you guys out so you can see. So we got 100, a 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10s or 20s, which is what we should have after my husband took his 2, and 2 10s. All right, so this is all set up and ready. And I'm gonna pull in my cash envelopes. So I have my cash envelope wallet here, which is from Amazon. I will have it linked down below. Hopefully it's in stock for you guys. I do have another cash wallet coming from Amazon to try out. A company reached out and offered to send me one for review. So hopefully I will have that next week to share with you guys, and hopefully it's as good as this one. I know a lot of times this wallet goes out of stock, so it'll be nice to have a second wallet option for you guys that's super affordable. Of course, you can get like a Filofax, but those are so much more expensive. These are super cheap from Amazon, so that's why I really like them. So I have my wallet here with all of my cash envelopes in them, and we're just going to get started with the stuffing. So first, I have $20 for my son Austin. I'm not going to put that into an envelope. I'm just going to give that to him. This is, he earned this money doing a little bit of extra chores and stuff around the house, so I'm going to set that aside for him. Next up, we have my husband, but he already took his spending money, so that's taken care of. This is going to go super quick and easy today, you guys. Okay, so I have my personal spending, which is $40. We're going to do 2 20s for that. 1, 2, and that's going to go right into my spending envelope. And that is my spending money for the week. Next up, we have miscellaneous, and that's $50. And for this, we're doing 2 20s and a 10. $20, $40, $50. And that's gonna go into my miscellaneous envelope, which is here. That'll just cover any of my miscellaneous expenses for the week. Anything that is not specifically written into the budget, this miscellaneous category covers. So that takes care of miscellaneous. Next up we have eating out. We're gonna do $30 for that, a 20 and a 10. So that takes care of the 10s. And eating out is here. So that's gonna go in there, and that way if my family wants to order a pizza or do a takeout night, we can do that with this eating out money. That's that. Sorry you guys can hear all of my change rattling around in there. I need to empty it out, but I don't want to go grab my jar right now, so I'll do that off camera. Next up we have gas, and that's $40. We did 2 20s for that. That should take care of the 20s. And we will get those put into my gas envelope. And that takes care of all of my sinking funds that go into my wallet. We filled spending, we filled gasoline, eating out, and miscellaneous. The only envelope I have left in my wallet here is my 2 bank envelope, and the way that I use this envelope is if I am spending from any of these categories throughout the week and I cannot use cash for whatever reason, whether it be because of the coin shortage, a store or shop is not accepting cash, or if I decide to buy something from one of these categories online and I have to use a debit card or a credit card, I will then just take the cash out of whatever category it is the spending came from, and I'll put it in my 2 bank envelope. That money will then get deposited back into the bank to cover the expenses. I do have a little buffer in my account to account for anything like that, so I'm not going to be overdrawn. And that's how I make cash envelopes work for me in a day and age when it's harder to spend cash. I know that cash is definitely not for everyone. It wasn't for me for a long time. I was all about electronic spending for a really long time, but I've been really enjoying cash envelopes, and that's just how I make it work for me. So if you are hesitant to use cash because you're worried that you're going to get somewhere and not be able to use cash, that's a good method to help you solve that problem. So that's it for my cash envelopes. These are going to go back into my purse to be used throughout the week. And the rest of this cash that I have here are my sinking funds. So while the money that goes into my wallet is used throughout the week, my sinking funds are saved for a later date. I keep my sinking funds in this accordion folder that I got from Amazon. It has a ton of tabs in it, and each of my sinking funds gets its own tab here. It's a very great way to organize everything and keep everything all together. So I love this accordion folder because it's got a flat bottom, so it'll stand up all on its own, which is nice. That way when I'm going through and pulling out the various funds and everything, I don't have to worry about this falling over. Helps keep everything super organized. So we are going to make this super easy because I've just got a couple of funds left. So we're going to fill my campground sinking fund. So I'm just going to go behind the tab and find my campground fund. As you can see, I have a ton of categories, but I'm only filling a couple. That's the way that I tend to do my sinking funds. I just focus on a couple at a time. That works out really well for me. So my campground fund currently has $981 in it. This fund is to pay for our annual campsite fee, which is coming due at the end of October. It's about $1,300 to $1,400. I believe it's actually like $1,350. It goes up a little bit every year, so I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but it's somewhere in the neighborhood of that. So we are going to add $100 today. trying to make up for this fund being a little bit short. So for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be adding a little bit more than usual just so that we can catch up and not be short when this bill comes due. So today's paycheck date is September 15th. We're adding $100 today for a total of $1,081. So we're just going to add this $100 bill here. So excited to finish this fund soon and be able to pay this bill. Every time that I add money or take money out of one of my sinking funds, I count it. That way, I always know that I have what I think I'm supposed to have. I don't have to worry about going to take money out of this fund and finding that it's short. It just helps me to stay organized if I count it every time I use it. So we're going to count this money up. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 50, 600, 50, 700, 50, 800, 50, 900, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. $1,081 is what I'm supposed to have. $1,081 is what I do have, so that's perfect. This then will go back behind the campground tab in my accordion folder. And will stay there until I add more money to it next week. So that took care of campground. Lastly, for this cash envelope stuffing today, this went super quick, is our hunting fund. We're going to add $50 to that. That's this last $50 here. So we're going to go in behind the hunting tab. And my hunting fund currently has $290 in it. This money is obviously for hunting season, which is coming up in October. My husband is an avid hunter. He really enjoys it, puts food on our table. So the way that we do it is we just budget for it. We make sure that we have the money that we need for him to buy any equipment that he needs, also to get his hunting license every year. And so we are almost done funding this, almost to our goal of $365. That is the goal that my husband said that's how much he needed. So we've just been saving up a little bit here and there throughout the year so that when it comes time for him to need hunting equipment and whatnot, he can take it out of his sinking fund rather than having to take it out of our typical weekly budget. It's a great thing about sinking funds. They really help you to prepare for the future. So we're adding $50 today. For a total of $340. So you can see we'll just have to add a little bit more next week and then we will be all set with this fund just in time for October to roll around. So I'm going to stick this $50 in there. Alright, so let's go ahead and count it up and see if I have the 340 I'm supposed to have. So we have 100, 50, 200, 50, 70, 90, 310, 320, 330, 335, 340. So we're going to add another $25 next week, and then that will be completely funded just in time for hunting season. My husband will be so excited to know that we have all of the money set aside that he needs, and that takes care of that. All right, you guys, so that is it for my cash envelope stuffing for the third week in the month of September. Super short and sweet today, super easy. I love keeping my budget as simple as possible. I find it so much more manageable and so much more enjoyable for myself if I just keep everything super simple and check in with my budget often. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, take a minute, click that subscribe button. You're going to want to come back for all of my other budgeting content. Also give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!